they're trying to make out a 29-second gap to Jenson Button, so that if Vettel does get in trouble with his tyres, he has a pit stop in his pocket. That might be difficult, because Button should be able to react. And just quickly on Lewis Hamilton, I don't think he can go to the end of the race on the tyres. Those super softs you can see on there will last.
So Kobayashi under investigation for ignoring the blue flags as Lewis Hamilton again easy. Lingering replay there. And De Resta looking in his right mirror and his left mirror. The Scot and the Englishman dicing over 5th place here at the 4th Grand Prix on this layout in Singapore. The first race back was back in 1961 here, but the Thompson Road track, not on this one.
This must be challenging for Anthony Hamilton, father of Lewis, of course, manager of Paul. Will be nervous times as he stands there watching them go at it.
Nice problem to have, isn't it? So, as they come through then, how far are they behind Alonso now? They were 11.4 seconds, they're now 13. Hamilton needs to make this move quickly. He will get the advantage of the DRS and the curves, and he's on the super soft tyres. He's all over the back of the Force India. So he's through the detection zone now, which is clearly within the 1 second. If he can get a good exit from turn 5 here, he's got everything available. The rear wing open already. The slipstream. The curves. He doesn't know which side to go. He's gone left. Doesn't work for him down the right-hand side too often. He makes the apex sweetly. P5 then. Next up, Fernando Alonso. 13 seconds down the road. Unlucky for some. Sound like a bingo caller there. It's lap 39. Sebastian Vettel leads by a dozen seconds from Jenson Button, who's had an equally quiet race really. Having said that, Mark Webber's now only 4.2 seconds behind Button and catching him quite quickly as well. Maybe JB, his afternoon's about, his evening's about to get a little bit busier.
Mark Webber 7/10 quicker on that last lap alone. No obvious signs of traffic. If you get the replay here, at this point, Lewis would have been on curves, using up everything that's there, DRS open, and in the end, Paul Di Resta makes his move very early, says, right, I'm going on the right-hand side. Go for it, help yourself, and fairly straightforward.
Sebastian Vettel on lap 40 leads by 12.5 seconds now. Seems like he can just win these races at will, doesn't it?
Well, everyone else keeps tripping over each other.
Yeah. And that's been a big story of the year, hasn't it? But, you know, I think it was Jenson who said he's currently second in the race. It doesn't matter whether you're second in the World Championship or not. It means nothing. It's winning or nothing, because all of his pursuers have been world champions. So, do you agree with that?
Well, I think that Jenson has the confidence of a man who's won a world championship. He knows he's been driving supremely this year. He's overtaken more cars and races than anyone else. I think it's 44 passes up until this weekend. And I think his focus will be on leaving the year as team leader in terms of points from McLaren.
He's still looking.
More F1 action right here on Channel 5 after the short break.
I made it, but given where we were on Friday, it was a fantastic effort. Great drive today. And another podium. Brilliant job, mate. Yeah, cheers, guys. We weren't quick enough to win today, but we gave it a good shot, and we came away with second, so not a bad result at all, guys.
4th consecutive podium for Jenson. 1 in Hungary, 3rd in Belgium, 2nd in Italy, and now 2nd again. Comfortably the points leader for McLaren. There is the result then. Vettel from Button, Webber, Alonso, Hamilton, Di Resta all on the lead lap. 7th, Rosberg, 8th, Sutil, 9th, Massa. Perez scoring the final championship point. Williams just missing out from Maldonado, and then Buemi. 12th, Barrichello ended up down in 13th. Running out of tyres presumably just at the end. And Kobayashi, Bruno Senna, Moreno, Kovalainen, Lotus, Petrov, Renault. He finally got out of 19, but only as far as 17. D'Ambrosio, Ricciardo, Liuzzi, and Al Giswari ended up in the barriers, as we saw just underneath the stadium section towards the end of the lap. Your driver of the day, David?
Well, I'm not being nationalistic, but I'm going to give it to Paul di Resta. Best career result, very mature drive, missed most of Friday, and one of the toughest races, an hour and 59 minutes of Grand Prix racing, including the safety car. I think that was a great drive from the young rookie. It's not taking anything away, of course, from Sebastian Vettel, who was absolutely flawless in that Grand Prix.
But we kind of expect that from him now, don't we?
We do, but I think, we were a little bit critical of Force India. They didn't run their two cars in the top 10 shootout, but they have delivered where it really matters, and they've got both cars on the points in 6th and 8th place.
Well, that's about the only thing that Vettel's hit all day, isn't it? Is the number one board. It does remind you just how far out front the nose and the front wing is, and we've wrecked many of those ourselves.
Yeah, I think Lewis might be doing a few testers of just exactly where his front wing is.
Yeah, what he needs is like a little day-glow stick pointing up, isn't it? It's a bit like driving an E-Type Jag. There's an awful lot out in front of you. Driving a Red Bull, there's an awful lot usually behind you on the racetrack. In fact, in Sebastian Vettel's case, everybody's behind you on the racetrack as he stands on the carbon fibre safety cell to acknowledge the crowd. Doesn't look too hot and bothered with that. Weber the first to congratulate him. Good effort from Jenson Button. Really,
Great drive.
really got his feet under the table, unquestionably, at McLaren, hasn't he?
We've said it time and time again, he just seems to have a sense of when to use the tyres and when not.
So Alonso fourth. I think he'll be disappointed with that after such a great start. Lewis will probably be somewhat relieved with fifth after his various dramas. Paul di Resta on the lead lap, as we said. And then Rosberg did beat Sutil, Massa and Perez home. And that lot were covered by 2.9 seconds after an hour and 59 of running. But, they were 2.9 adrift for 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th.
This place does